She has the Fashion Rescue 911 boutique and fashion truck. If you haven't been to Beeville to see the shop, maybe you've been around the central New York and you've seen her truck, which is just literally one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So, Angela, thanks for being here with me today. Obviously, I'm at home, you're at your shop. It looks beautiful behind you.
Thank you.
But, this pandemic hit us all really fast. All of a sudden everything was normal and then boom, things were shutting down. So can you give us some insight how it affected you? Because you were on a swing. You were really doing well down in the village,
Oh, absolutely. We were just getting all our spring merchandise in, so it was getting really exciting. We were doing our window for spring and we were pumping everything up, and then this hit. So it was March 16th that I made the decision that it was probably best that we close the doors. It was before it was actually mandated, and the next day the mandate came out. And when I closed, I thought it was going to be March 30th. So I was okay. I was thinking, okay, we're going to do this for 2 weeks and, give us time to clean the shop and do things and go on from there. And, we're still going to be in spring. But obviously, everybody knows that didn't happen and that's not going to happen. So we just had to kind of shift gears and figure out what we're going to do to, keep our business going. I'm here today. I'm not open, but I'm here fulfilling orders. We're doing online orders now. I just launched my website, which was something I've been wanting to do. So we got that done. So that's really great. But emotionally, it's been hard. I mean, you go through days where you feel okay about this and you're doing the right thing. And then you go through other days and you think like, oh my gosh, a small business owner, we're not working and people aren't coming in, we're not making money. And right now that's, the fear of it. So.
Well, and if I remember in past conversations that we've had, you started off as an online boutique and then you went to the truck and then you went to the shop. But when you went to the truck and the shop, it's not like you kept the online presence because you didn't need it. Right. So really, you kind of started that website from scratch again, right? Building everything into it.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I first started, I was selling those crazy leggings back in the day. So it was online, but it wasn't really an online store. It was more just going live, doing Facebook groups. People would sit home, drink wine, and buy leggings. And then I transitioned into the truck, which was, amazing. And that's supposed to be coming out next week, but that's all on hold now. So I just built the online store, and it's not something I knew how to do, but obviously to save money right now, so I took the last 3 weeks and just taught myself how to get the store going. So, it's up now and it was launched yesterday and it's doing really well. So people were excited about it.
What kind of things do you have on your online store? Because I know, with everything being, not that it was rushed, because, 3 weeks, you took time to do it and you took time to do it right, but you have a lot of merchandise in your store.
A lot. Yeah, there's so much that's not on there. So I will be adding. So if you visited the store yesterday, it's like anything, visit again tomorrow, because I'm going to be adding things daily and weekly. I'm still getting some shipments from my vendors. A lot of things did get canceled because, again, in manufacturing, when one thing shut down, it kind of trickled down. So it's affected all the way down the chain. So some of the things I didn't get. And in one sense, it might have been good because I wasn't expecting, the shipments and the money wasn't coming in. But then new merchandise, too. Everybody wants new things. So we have a lot of the clothing lines. I have the Liverpool line on there. A lot of there's a sales section on there for things that I'm clearancing out. And then I'm slowly going to start adding all the accessories. So hopefully, you'll see a lot of the things that you saw in the shop will be in the online, and then you can always contact me too if you remember seeing something in the shop. So
what did you label? I'm sure if we just Google Fashion Rescue 911 Beeville, we can find it.
Yeah, so it's the website is actually called Shop Fashion Rescue 911. And the reason being is I have a website, Fashion Rescue 911, which is more like an informational website. So because I own both the domains, I have to wait now for a certain period of time before you can merge the domains together and have one. So it's shopfashionrescue911.com.
Okay. And then, going back to and I do remember you talking about shutting down the day before it was mandated, just because, you are concerned about health and safety. And as much as I need retail therapy on a regular basis, it's not an essential business, right, in the sense that people probably have enough clothes or accessories or things to get them through what we thought was going to be a two week period.
Right.
And when you realized that it wasn't going to be 2 weeks, just because there's so many people out there that maybe haven't regrouped enough to create the website to get going again, can you say a little bit what that was like for you, Angela? Because we see you as a strong, positive person.
Yeah, and that was the hardest part for me. I think is because I've always been stronger, and I've always been like, if I can't do this, I'm going to do this, or if I can't do that. And my son always says to me, Mom, you're just going to keep on keeping on. Like you're not going to skip a beat. And I did skip a beat. I emotionally, I was a mess. Like you had asked me a couple weeks back to do this, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I remember calling you and saying, I can't do it, Shelly. I can't come here and cry because I was, it was emotional for me. But then I realized, I have my health. My everybody's around me is healthy. We're doing this all for a reason, and I can't just sit home and do nothing. So I just had to just dig in deep and just try to do the best I can to get the site out there. And I'm learning something new, which is my passion. I love learning. I love, being able to teach myself things. Most of everything I've done has been self-taught. So it's also a great feeling too to know that I was able to accomplish that, and it's out there. So.
Yeah, I have to put this out there too, because a lot of times people have said to me, well, why are you doing these videos? Like I've been doing these videos on and off for a few years now, but a lot of times I have questions. How do you get the answers to the questions you ask? But the thing with these videos, Angela, is I think that with everything going on, it's important to see the people that you always see, to see what they're doing to get it out there. So when you came on live, you didn't announce you were going to do a live video. I think it was last week from the shop. You didn't announce it. I just happened to get on Facebook at that time, and I caught your live video. And that kind of solidified to me, like it was important for me to see another business person out in our community that opened up to say, hey, I'm still here. I'm just on pause for a minute while I regroup and I figure this out. And I think that video had so many people watching at the same time as me. And I've said to you in the past that you're just a strong figure in the community. And that people will appreciate whenever you're ready to come out. And based on the grand opening of your website yesterday, you said you've already had orders. People, they do miss you. They want to connect you, and you have great clothing too.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah,
can you?
I did. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It did. It was one of those things too, where I am missing. Like my business is so personal, and I built such a good relationship with just they're not just my customers that are coming in. Prior to this, I did hair for 30 years, so it was like you build a family, and that's how the boutique has kind of turned into. So I'm missing that connection, that human connection. I'm missing people coming in and actually helping them pick out the clothes. So that part of it is it's hard. It's one of the hardest parts for me, but I also know that that's coming back. Like that'll be back, and it'll be back probably even stronger because people will want to come out and they will want to chat and they will want to come in here and catch up. So I know that part of it is just a temporary glitch in what's going on. So yeah.
So I've seen a couple of your Facebook posts where you've had hats, and your hats always amuse me. Can you do a couple of them?
So we have, I don't know if you can see it, quarantine hair, don't care. That's a really popular hat. And I got these mainly for, again, like I said, I was in the salon business for 30 years, and I have tons and tons and tons of friends in the business. And they are like every day telling people, don't color your hair at home. Let's go gray. I didn't do my roots. My roots are there. So I got that really kind of to support them, to be like, hey, you know what? Wait for your hairdresser, wear a hat. Quarantine hair, don't care. And then I did get the Not Today Corona. Because again, like I just feel like people have like stopped doing things that they do because they feel like they're in their whole lifestyle change. And I was just like, nope, not today Corona. I'm just going on. I'm just moving on. So this hat is still available on the website. This one is sold out, but I am ordering more. So you just have to message me on the business page. I invoice you, easy peasy, invoice you, you pay, and then I ship for free. So everything right now is shipping for free. And I'm offering a special on the website as well for certain items. So, so yeah. But I really, really appreciate the opportunity. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I just wasn't in that frame of mind. And now I just realized, like, I can't give up. Like I bought a truck. Like Tina Solomon said one day to me, she sent me, who buys a fire truck and turns it into a boutique? And that's the truth. Like who really does that? And I did that, and I had to think about that for a moment. I'm like, this is really nothing. Like, in the grand scheme of it, of my business will be here. Like I don't have to build it back up from scratch, really. Like I just have to open the doors again. It'll be here. I just have to figure out, going forward, like during this time, what else we're going to do.
Right.
So, to stay in touch with everybody and everything. And I wasn't even so concerned with when I did that live video a couple weeks ago, like I didn't go online to sell things. I just wanted to connect with people. I just wanted to say hi, just to like see, like you don't see the person when they're sending you messages on the Facebook Live, but you know that they're there, and like you can hear their voice when they're text message you something. You can hear their voice and their excitement, and I just, for me, it was like a healing time for me to be able to do that. So
No, it was absolutely great because you were honest about why you weren't quite ready to do it a couple weeks ago. So to see you on there, and you did get a little bit emotional in that live for those who have seen it, or it's probably on the Facebook page, but it made you real. It's just, we're all going through it. I think it was the Friday or Saturday after my industry shut down on a Sunday. And every time I thought, okay, we can do this. And then Friday and Saturday, the mandate of you can't go into homes, you can't do X, Y, Z, was like everything I thought I could tweak and change,
mm-hmm.
They shut it down again. So I'd come up to here and they shut it down again. And you hit that point, that wall where you're like, okay, I'm done then. They just keep, but
Right.
the mindset is you have to get past that. So that's why I say a lot of people go on pause because you didn't stop. You just pause for a moment, you regroup, and then you take off again. So,
absolutely.
So, well, I completely appreciate you going live with me now. And the timing couldn't be better because we didn't even realize you were going to launch your website last night. We just kind of had it.
Right. Kind of happened when we spoke last week. I just said I have to just finally get it up there. And like I said, it's a work in progress. I'm still learning. There's probably, spelling errors, probably things on there that are wrong. But like I said, right now it's just getting out there and being able to have people be able to shop and feel good. I definitely know retail therapy is a real thing. And I also, appreciate that people are just, supporting me. Like they realize that, along with all the other businesses that are considered essential right now that are open in the restaurants and everybody that's, been hurt financially, and everybody's trying to do something to support, as much as you can, because we all want to be able to come back stronger. We all want to be here, when this is over. So.
And I think that is the case because I don't think your online store is going to go away just because we can all now come into the store to shop.
Right.
There's a lot of things that people are implementing that they wouldn't have done without this. So it's kind of like a little bit of it's a horrible time. There's people getting sick. I don't want to downplay it at all, but it kind of is a reset of, okay, how can I do what I'm doing differently, be effective, and keep it long-term to, keep
If
going.
I could only get on the treadmill, that might help. That's like me and everybody else I talk to. Although I shouldn't say that. I have half of my friends over here that are all doing the online boot camps at 5 a.m, and it's great and whatever. And then I have the other half that, like me, that are just like, yeah, roll us away from the refrigerator because, again, it's like, something that you're not used to being there all the time. So
yeah,
I think everybody can relate a little bit to each other in all different ways. Like I think, we're all going through this. It's not like just one country or one city or it's everybody is going through the same thing. So
yeah, it definitely is. And I laugh when you said treadmill because, again, for anybody that doesn't know, I moved from one house to another in the mix of this, and I look over to my side here, my treadmill's kind of in pieces because, it had to get moved out of one house. And I thought, would I be on it if it was put together? I don't know. I can,
Every day I say the same. Every day I say, oh, I'm going to go down and get on my treadmill, or I'm going to go down and, instead I'm taking pictures of my dog. So if anybody knows me too, I have a now therapy dog. He wasn't a therapy dog when I got him, but he's definitely a therapy dog now. So
I actually think he's a therapy dog for a lot of people. There's not a day that I don't go on to see what he's, what he's up to, what he's wearing, what his little phrases of the day. And I think that's just as uplifting as, that I see on Facebook. Facebook only gives you certain feeds. We talk about that all the time. They must know that I need positive feeds because the things that are coming through in my feed is always the quotes of the day, the positive. But the picture of your dog is literally, you'll never miss it. It's like top, front, and center.
Oh my God. Well, that makes me so happy because I've had people say to me, just leave the dog alone, or, oh my God, you get too much time on your hands. But honestly, it was something for me. It made me happy, but then I saw, it made other people happy too. And I get people saying, oh my God, don't stop, and keep sending them and keep posting them. And now it's just turned into a funny thing.
Yeah.
He has his own Instagram page. So No, if not for anything, I'll make my dog famous through all of this. So
You need to get him a TikTok page. Do you have a TikTok page for him?
I did. The funny thing is I started TikTok and I did that like twice, but that's like the weirdest thing. I was obsessed all one day, literally 8 hours watching TikTok videos. I'm like, okay, we got to move on from here. So, I always just get that eye roll from my son because he's just like, please, mom, don't get TikTok. And then I got followers on TikTok. I didn't even know you could have followers. And now some people are following me, and I'm like, okay, no, this is kind of, yeah.
So. I don't know. I think that that's the new thing. You should definitely keep the TikTok going. Taylor made fun of me. You remember when the plunge in January?
Oh, yeah.
Renee and Tina, we dressed up as unicorns.
Yep.
Yes, that was my first TikTok. My daughter taped it, made a TikTok. I couldn't even tell you the amount of views and stuff, but I don't have a cute dog to make a TikTok video. So I have like 4 TikToks and that's it. Mainly just to irritate my children. But
I just like to be able to put the music to it. It's just kind of funny, But yeah, you get watching and you're just like, oh my God, like what is this?
Yeah.
So yeah, social media definitely. There's times that I wish I didn't have social media running my business because you get so caught up in it sometimes. But now I think it's turned into a way that, it's a way to connect with people. It's just a way to be, and I see so much more positive out there on social media. Like I see people doing, the homeschooling with their kids. Like that's really hard, but they're finding creative ways to do it. And it's just, I'm able to connect with them in a different way that maybe I wouldn't have before because they weren't showing their kids before. Or I didn't know, like, one of my son's coaches is singing now. I didn't know he was music, that he could do that. He had music quality. So it's just that part of it is nice too, to be able to connect that way.
I had said one time in our church congregation that I used to look at Facebook as a way to isolate, or social media in general. People got isolated, but in a time like this, it really is bringing people together because you can't see anybody face to face. I mean, if it wasn't for you and I having this conversation right now, I wouldn't see you or talk to you until your shop opened again. And that would be sad because I really enjoy that connection with you and other people too. So,
yeah, which is great with Baldwinsville, I think too, like all the business in Baldwinsville, we all support each other. We're always, sending people, like if I don't have something, there's a couple other boutiques in town, I'm always telling them check down there. So it is nice that you're doing this and keeping people connected and letting people see not only in our business community, but other communities that, we're still here, that everybody's still here. And just like you said, we're just on a pause. We're just on a temporary pause right now. So
yeah. No, I agree. So, well, thank you for your time, Angela. I'm going to have to go check out your website. I did order something from you that I had seen somebody else have, which is another great way of marketing. Unfortunately, it was a tank top, and it's snowing today.
But what did it say, Kelly? What did the tank top say?
That one said, oh shoot, it was the mess one.
Hot mess, just doing my best.
Yeah.
So some of those things are funny and they are kind of uplifting, and right now sometimes they're appropriate. So
yeah. Well, and I ordered it, and then when it came, I'm pretty sure my 15-year-old daughter has it in her room. So
well, there you go.
Because she has an addiction to fashion rescue as well.
Oh yeah, great. She's a good model. So
yeah.
Well, thank you. And yeah. So anybody can shop my website, shoot me a question, or just pop me a hello if you miss, I miss everybody. So I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks again. And hopefully I see you in person soon. When this
yes. Yep. Okay.